Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode here at Central Oregon Shenanigans. It's been a while. I know a lot of people are scared that this whole thing is shut down. I posted a video, it was back in December, end of an era. We'll talk about that on another video. Obviously, I'm still posting. This is a video up today. Today we are working on a BMW, not a Ford. Maybe off camera you have seen this back, I walk around and talking about stuff on the property you might have seen in the background. I do own a BMW. It is a tune. This is my daily right at the moment with gas and inflation through the roof. It's a 2008 528xi. So it will just bring everybody up to speed on BMWs here. When you see the XI on the newer ones, typically the 528xi, that typically means all-wheel drive, I do believe. Everyone I've seen that's XI is all-wheel drive. So yes, this is four-wheel drive BMW. I don't like it on ice, but snow, a little bit of packed snow ain't bad. I've got pickup trucks to drive when it's super crappy out, but all in all, 27 miles to the gallon if you can keep your foot out of it. About 19, 20. I've seen down to 15, but I was driving it like James Bond. So really comfortable cars, guys. Really hard to work on. Parts are expensive. I don't recommend one unless you get it for free. And I got this for free. You're like, what? A BMW for free? My brother-in-law a couple years ago gave this car to us because my wife wanted to buy it from him needing work, and he just gave it to us. So yeah, it is a really nice daily. It's got every option you can think of. It's a very comfortable car. But anyway, today I'm doing the dreadful brake job I've been dreading for a long time on this car. I ordered, when we moved into this shop, I actually ordered these and they've been in a box under the bench. We have performance brakes, only necessary for a performance car. I mean, I didn't want to put stock replacements back on because I just thought maybe for the long term that slotted and drilled calipers and ceramic pads were the right option. So this kit wasn't cheap. I remember it was quite a pretty penny. I can't even remember the name of this kit, but it comes with your pads. These doohickeys, which I don't know what they do. The cats looks like they got into my Christmas lights up above and knocked them down. I'm gonna have to fix those before they drive me bonkers. Sensors, doohickeys, pads, and rotors. Alright guys, so I've got this side done. I'm not a happy camper. I really don't want to film this, but I'm going to because I'm already this far. I've already started a video. Why not? I'm going to try to do this with a positive attitude. There's a reason those brakes sat in that box for a couple years, because this is not fun. This is over-engineered, stupid engineering. Like, if this was a Ford, I could have had all 4 tires done and been driving by now. Now that I've got it figured out, this side might go a little easier, but who knows? It's actually probably not that bad. I'm just used to working on Fords. I was going to just mention something. A couple years ago, I bought that air compressor over at the old house. I bought that just as a temporary solution until I could get a bigger air compressor. And then I bought the Earthquake XT. That gun works really good now that I piggybacked the air compressor. That piece of junk up there will not put out the CFM to run that gun. But if you fill this air compressor that's been modified, that sucker will put out enough CFM to run at 150 foot-pounds on the gun. So I'm super, super excited that I actually have air that's working today. So with that being said, I grab the air gun, get this thing jacked up, and get this tire off. Oh my goodness. Don't go to the discount tire shop either. And I do not like this style of lug. Stupid. I'll have to use a breaker bar to get those two off. Figures. Also, I don't have a set of metric impactors That's why I'm using a regular chrome socket. I like to live on the dangerous side, I guess. Jesus. Holy cow. I'm 200 pounds right now, guys. No more going to the discount tire shop. Zach wasn't home the day I needed to put these Toyos on. Nice tires, like the tires. On a Ford, you'd leave the bracket and just take the caliper off, right? Well, I can't figure out how that... No, it would not work. It actually would not work. So, there's two 16-inch bolts. Real quick while the air is on. I didn't go shut the air off. Take my 17 off from my lugs. Put my 16 back on. Okay, 16. She's on loosen. I've got the tire turned so I can get more room behind here. I don't have a jack stand on. Living life a little dangerously today. Not room behind this one like there was on that one. And I didn't have it all the way turned sharp. Figured something fishy was going on. Okay. 16's out. And this is the part everybody's gonna cringe on. I just gonna take a dead blow and get that off there. All right, okay, so I took the two 16's off the back. I think I might have been not recording. Okay, dead blow, one, there. It's okay if that piece falls off. I'll explain how that goes on in a minute. Okay, probably not best to let it just flop off like that and let the brake cable catch it. That's okay. That's how much love I have for this piece of shit. Okay, so now this piece is floating in here. Push it all the way in. Get rid of your pad. Get rid of this pad. Might have to reach in there with the apparatus to... Come on! There's probably a procedure for this, but I wasn't going to watch some other booger eater's video. You can call this a booger eater video if you want to, because these are not my specialty, friends. Okay, so actually no, now that I got it, you just push it down, that's right. Push it down, then that comes out, then you slide it even more. This pops out of your way. Then I go get a C-clamp. Okay, C-clamp. And we're gonna go through this like that. Then we're gonna open up the C-clamp. You could leave it, you could use a brake pad in here too. You can put the brake pad, the one that goes on the caliper or the piston side back on. I can't get this thing over this one. How did I do it? Oh, did I do it this way? I did. I went this way, guys. My C-clamp doesn't fit that way. That's right. That's why I got frustrated on the other side. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Okay, get it on the back side. I use my knee over there like this. And you're gonna feel it. It's gonna get really tight, and then it's gonna push in. And then you go a little bit more. It's gonna push in, it's gonna stop you. And you're just gonna work it all the way in as far as you can. You can do it by hand. I just found that this piston likes to hang up. You can do it by hand, but you just gotta take your time. Because basically you get to, you're fighting the hydraulic lock of pushing fluid back up to the master. And you just gotta, if you go nice and slow, it's easy. But if you try to speed it up, I know on a Ford right now I'd be using a wrench. I'd be going like this. I'd be using this all the way to the end. But on this BMW, I've been doing it by hand. And go as far as it'll let you go by hand. Now we're bottomed out. Okay. Now we take this off. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. The other side, guys, had a brake sensor. There was a little sensor that went onto the pad. This side doesn't have it. shoot, I'm not going to be able to explain that on this side. But if you're working on the driver's side, I wonder what's going on here. There's a little box in here. So that little box right there, if you're working on this, you're going to have another wire that comes out and it plugs into the pad right there. See that slot? And what happens is when the brake pad gets to a certain spot, it burns through the sensor and it causes a ground, which then has this stupid, obnoxious light on the dash that just won't shut the up about you changing the brakes. And guess what? Most of the time you go about 2 more years before you need to do the brakes. So in here, there's not wiring on this side, guys, for the passenger side, but I did get another sensor with this kit. That sensor, maybe there's one on the back pads, guys. That's what that sensor looks like, and it looked identical. Yeah, there's 2 of these. So yeah, basically on the driver's side, you just unplug it from right back in this box that I just opened up. And then that right there, you want that to go towards the pad, so as you brake, this would touch the disc, and that would cause it to ground, I'm guessing, and that's when the computer tells you need to change your brakes. But we don't have to worry about that on this side, which is cool. My guess is that one's for the back. I've already done the front one on that side, so technically you probably could just plug it in and then tuck it up under the wheel well and not worry about it if you ever didn't want that stupid thing to go off again prematurely. These went, when we got the car for free, I think they were on, and we went almost 2 years after the brake sensor came on before it went metal to metal. And I knew that we were going to go calipers anyway, because these calipers were hooched. So with that being said, I think it's about 25% pad left when the sensor, if not more. I mean, it was crazy how long we went. We went another 20,000 miles on those brake pads, and it stopped just fine. It just recently, in the last couple weeks, started going metal to metal, which on the other side wasn't bad. It was just a sliver of the shoe or the pad that was actually metal to metal. This is really frustrating to get this part. This is really frustrating. I bet my neighbors think I'm a psychopath. So this goes in first, I do believe. I might be wrong, so just hold on. Just bear with me for a second. It's only my second one. Yeah, let me try it that way. Because this would go on like that. Yep. So yeah, put that on all the way. Then you got to get this one. You can push it underneath with your thumbs, underneath the grooves, like that. You got to lock it into the piston. Just like that. Okay? Now on the other side, I lifted it up. See how it moves? That's right. See how this moves? So then, get this guy in here the right way, James. Okay, and then we're going to put that down in there like this. Okay, I actually got so frustrated on the other side that these tabs were pissing me off. I actually bent them in and then rebent them out. I don't recommend doing that though, because then I had a hell of a time getting in there. What did I do? You know what, guys? We're going to try this a little different. Trial and error here. I hope you're not following along at home watching this before you do your brakes, because I'm new at this. I'm a Ford guy. I'm not a BMW guy. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll put this one in first this time and try it that way. Oh, come on! Alright guys, on another episode, now we're going to put our 16s back in. Sorry about the air compressor kicking on. I can only do what I can do here. These brakes are stupid though. I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan at all. This side went a lot easier for me now that it took me forever on the other side. Oh, BMW, the driving experience. Piece of shit. You know, it'd be worse. I could be driving a Ford Fusion hybrid. That's my... Oh yeah, gotta turn the valve on. Okay, I know those are tight. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm dumb. What? I got her in a hurry. What'd I forget to do, guys? Caliper, or caliper. Didn't put my new. Gosh, I've been really scatterbrained lately. This is just a set screw, set bolt. Basically, this is. I'll show you why in a second when it comes off. Well, that's cute. So it just sets the rotor in place. God, there was nothing left of these. I don't even think you could turn these down. What an upgrade, huh, guys? Front passenger side.